Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner into a Cardfight deck profile. I'm here with Mega Monkey 666 and today we've got MEMESAURS, as we've come to call them.
MEMESAURS Cax.
Yes, because, well, Tachikaze, he decided to get the deck a shot.
Yeah, my buddy Evan, who pretty much is my Vanguard everything, like he just tells me what decks to play, what cards to order, blah blah blah, and I just do it. Cause he's like me with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like good for advice for one.
So am I, but anyway, this is the...
All you play is Gubby. You just play like the same 3 decks. He plays everything though, so you know, more opinions.
Anyway, so this is, I believe, pretty close to the list that topped that OCG tournament.
No.
Not
This is card for card, the list that topped that OCG tournament.
That's fine. We'll need a good starting point. Plus, you've had a chance to learn a deck and get some insight on it, right?
Yeah, like in round 1 when I played with this deck, I didn't even know what half my cards did, let alone how they interacted with each other. So like my first stride turn was like 7 minutes. Cause I'm like, so if I do this and target these guys with this thing, then I eat here and here, and I can do this. I was like, man, I guess this deck went from helmet loses to a perfect guard to actually take skill.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, this deck is also like absolutely stupid fun. Like, oh my god. Building it's not even that expensive. Like, I think it's like a sub $200 deck, so.
Yeah, I think Dogmas are 20-ish, and that's like the most pricey card in the deck, I think.
And like literally every card in this main and extra is from this technical booster. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, so let's get into this.
Alright, so first, going with ascending grades. Heals that don't matter because they don't do anything. Draws that don't matter because they don't do anything. Draws that do matter because they do something.
Those are Margot clones?
Yeah. And crits that do something.
So, interesting to know is that you're running 8 draws as opposed to 8 crits.
Yeah. With this deck, because you're eating your own field a lot, and like, yeah, you have stuff that comes back, but if you're eating 5 and 3 things come back, you're still at a -2. So the draw triggers help, and like, since this is such a combo deck, the draw triggers help get you to your combo pieces and replenish your advantage you lose from like your skills inherently retiring your own boys.
Yep, okay.
Then grade 1s, 2 Savage Heroine. She just has a continuous skill of, she gets 3k for every engorge unit on your board. She's a good thing to call with the starter, which is GB1, CB1. When it dies, call a 1 from the deck with +3.
And by the looks of it, she's also not Gem Break, so she's usable early game.
Yeah. Engorge not being a gen break skill is like actually super insane.
And for those of you not familiar with it, Engorge is basically Tachikaze's
It's their keyword. It means when the unit attacks, you can eat as many things as you want.
Yeah.
Then I play 3 Freezer X. What he does is GB1, when he gets eaten and you have a Gaia Vanguard, you unflip Soul Charge 1 and give something +2. And like, you have a couple Soul Blast units, you're so Counterblast heavy, and he gives like a nice little power bonus too. So he's pretty sweet. Then just 4 Stride Releaser and 4 Perfect Guards.
Note is that these ones are not the unflip ones, but the Engorge ones.
Yeah.
That's what also makes this build cheaper.
Yeah. I play Tyranno Brute as my backup grade 3, so I feel like I'm almost obliged to run these because you can potentially go find them.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I'm definitely thinking about just switching it back to unflippies because you still go through so much Counterblast and like, I don't know, I guess I just get lucky, but I always get to ride Gaia and not Tyranno Brute, so. 4 Tank Mammoth. I underestimated this card when I first saw it, but it's like Tidal Assault. It's actually like a Tidal Assault that it gets bigger instead of smaller.
Let's see.
When he gets eaten, you CB1, Soul Blast 1, call him back at +3. So you can hit some good attack numbers with this thing. And since Gaia makes 2 things able to come back for free, you can eat him 2 and then call 3 things back for CB2 Soul Blast 1, and he goes up +3. And if you have the starter in there, you also get to call 1 from your deck, so you have a full 4 field after eating 5 with Dogma.
And since he's not Gem Break too, you can like do Engorge early and just swing at that at I don't know 7k, and then Engorge him. He comes back. Now he's at 11, and swing at Vanguard. So
Yeah, exactly.
Tachikaze can combo now.
4 Beam Dragon. 4 Meme Dragon. When he's called, he has Engorge, and when he's called, you CB1 Soul Blast 1. He gets 2, and then when he becomes Engorged, you draw a card and he gets another +5. Yeah.
So one of the better Glimmerveth clones I've seen.
Yeah. Then the last 2 is Jigsawsaurus.
So this is your Amber clone, right?
Yeah. CB1, when he's boosted, eat something. He gets 5. I draw a card and retire a rear guard. A front row rear guard, I believe.
No, it's just any.
No, a rear guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to retire and a draw and power.
Yeah, that's really good.
And then like Mammoth comes back and stuff or whatever. Yeah, you get it. Tyranno Brute, my backup Vanguard. He's the CB1 Soul Blast 1. Look for your keyword when you ride him. And his Engorge ability is GB1. He gets 5k for everything he eats.
Not bad if out of like desperation.
He eats his vitamins.
Yes, he does.
Says his prayers. He's Hulkamaniac Saurus. And then Guy Emperor, the Stride Break. This guy's this is actually like, in my opinion, one of the more powerful Stride Breaks in the game.
Oh, he does so much for your deck.
You CB1, call 2 things from your hand to rear guard if you want, and then choose 2 rear guards, and when they die this turn, they come back. So he's basically like Alt Mile, except they come back, and then things just come back, and like, recurring your starter is actually the dumbest thing in this deck, because your starter is ridiculously powerful. And his GB2 is just when he's engorged, he gets 5k and a crit. Which, it's not the worst.
Typical GB2 skill, but that's fine.
Yeah. And then the starter is... I just keep him separate from the deck, so... Baby Kamara. GB1, CB1. When he dies, you call a grade 1 from your deck with +3. If you were able to do that once, he'd be a pretty balanced starter. But him coming back every turn with Gaia is pretty broken. And then you got the first Stride. I could probably take this down to 1, but I don't have any other Tachi Strides right now, so whatever. He's got Engorge. And when he becomes Engorged, if you ate... when he becomes Engorged, period, he gets +3. And if you ate 2 or more, he also gets to retire front row rear guard.
No, and it's not on hit either.
Nope.
So that makes him one of the better first strides.
It's just when he becomes Engorged.
Yeah.
2 Twin Tempest. This is absolutely unnecessary. You only need 1. But he's CB2, Soul Blast 2, eat 3 of your rear guards, retire the entire board after he battles. So it's not when he hits either.
Still somewhat relevant, at least in our meta, since we have decks like Aquas and...
Yeah, he's a matchup card. There's some matchups where he's really, really strong, and some matchups where he'd be absolutely garbage.
Yeah, but it's not like Tachikaze has a whole lot to work with in Insection deck anyway.
Yeah. Like, before the technical booster, all they got was, like, crappy, like, Rex cards and stuff in the Fighters Collection.
Yeah, and I'm sure, like, in the next Fighters Collection, they're getting, like, a something.
Yeah, and then, like, this is the best unit ever. Absolute Ruler Gluttony Dogma.
Oh, this guy's a doozy.
So he's got Engorge. GB2, when he attacks, or when he becomes Engorged, you flip a copy of himself up. And then if you ate 3 units for his Engorge, he gets plus 10,000. And if you retired your entire board for him, then he gets to restand after he attacks and loses a drive check. He does not lose that drive check until after he has done his first battle.
Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, he's more or less Phantom Blaster Abyss when you pair him up
I'd
with
say he's
Gaia.
more next stagey.
Yeah, same amount of checks as next stage,
Yeah,
except
exactly.
he's bigger.
He is much bigger, but he doesn't have the terrorism on the second attack, so.
No. But still, if you're able to pull this off consecutively, you should be able to win the game just because these standing G units are just insane.
And you can very easily go attack, eat 5. When it comes time for your drive checks, you still have 4 units on your board.
Yeah.
Because of things like the starter skill to call 1 from your deck and the Mammoth skill to call himself back, plus the 2 from Gaia.
Yeah. And this guy himself is no counterblast, so...
No, he's not. So he's 2 swings with 5 drive checks at a minimum of 36. Like, this guy's insane. Like, he is the MEMESAURS Kex. And that's, I don't know. That's all I really have to say about the deck. Like, it's fun. It's not terribly expensive. I would recommend picking it up if you have a lot of people at your locals who have a lot of the cards for it, but just don't care to play it. Because, like, I think he's 20, I think he's like 15, but other than that, the deck's reasonably cheap.
In Canadian prices, mind you guys watching this. If you're in the States, then these guys are even cheaper. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's probably the best deck coming out of the technical booster, in my opinion. Just because.
Yeah, and like, it's like nobody, like, Tachikaze have been such an awful clan. Not like because like without things that come back, without things that just come back, like what Gaia does for the deck, all you're doing is losing card advantage. Like before, it was like, oh, eat 3 dudes to get like some power, and it's like, oh, that's it. They're just getting some power, and they're just staying dead. Like that's garbage.
I like to think of it as like Tachikaze have been bad for so long that basically people who've only been playing this game for like as long as we have actually understand what somewhat of the idea of what the deck does.
Yeah.
The last time I remember Tachi's even being somewhat relevant was when set 10 or 11 came out.
11.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
The Ancient Dragons, and like the Ancient Dragons were garbage.
Yeah, so this is like the first time the Tachis have been not awful. And it's pretty neat. Like the technical booster did what it was supposed to do. It made some bad decks relevant.
Yeah, and like that's good for Vanguard. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Vanguard are really different games. In Vanguard, like I can play the same Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck for weeks and weeks and weeks straight if I'm testing for an event, and it's still fun to play that deck. But with Vanguard, if I play the same deck for an afternoon, I'll be like, okay, this deck's really boring. I need to play something else. It's like this game, you need spice. You need to spice it up with different stuff. That's my opinion, at least. Because of that, I want every clan to be good, but they're not. They're getting there.
They've been doing a better job of it.
There's just a couple clans they need to be super careful how they do it, because they're really walking the tightrope between like bad and busted, such as Nubatama and Mega Colony.
Mm-hmm. Well, Nubatama, they did okay with this technical booster. We'll see what they do with Mega Colony the next one. So
yeah, I played my round 2 against Nubatama with this deck, and yeah, it's more annoying than anything really. It's just that one GR stride that's super busted, and everything else is kind of like, eh.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Mega Monkey also has Pale Moon build. I don't know when we'll get to that one, but you can keep an eye out for that in probably the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
And until next time, though, this is Blue39 and Mega Monkey checking out.
Do you want to do that now then? Film it now?
If you got time for it.